Sairam students, let's begin with the class 8 value education. We are going to start with lesson number 12, Kedarnath. Omkaram bindu samyuktam nityam dhyayanti yoginah kamadam mokshadam chaiva Omkaraya namo namaha. Yes, after looking at this image, I can remember the shlokas that you were chanting in school physically, right? Let's see today, children, what we are going to learn in this chapter, Kedarnath. Now, first of all, we will see where Kedarnath is located. Kedarnath is located at the top of the Garhwal Himalayan range near the Mandakini river. It's in Uttarakhand. It is few miles away from Badrinath. It is at a height of 11,000 feet. See, when you saw the height of this 11,000 feet, and it's in Himalayan range, right? It is in Himalayan range, so definitely the extreme winters will be there, right? In Kedarnath, there is the temple of Lord Shiva called as Kedareshwar. The temple is open only during summer because of the extreme cold winter. Okay, this is what, because of the height of this, you can all understand the winters must be extremely cold, right? So that is the reason the temple is open only during summer. But then what about during winter season? Yeah, children, I have shared the image of Kedarnath temple with you all. Looking at this, you can imagine how the winters will be there. During the winters, what they were doing? The idols from Kedarnath are brought to Ukimat. Now, Ukimat, it is few kilometers away from Kedarnath. And they worship there for 6 months. So, when it is summer, people can go to Kedarnath for darshan. But whereas when it is winter, Kedarnath's idols has been brought to Ukimat. Okay, it is few kilometers away from Kedarnath. The temple is believed to have been built by Adi Shankaracharya and is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas, the holiest shrines of Lord Shiva. Now children, here the image of Ukimat has been shared with you. So for 6 months, people come and worship here. The idols of Kedarnath are kept in Ukimat for 6 months during extreme winters. It is also one of the major sites of the Chota Char Dham pilgrimage of the northern Himalayas. See, Kedarnath is one of the Chota Char Dham pilgrimage. We have Bada Char Dham pilgrimage also, as well as Chota Char Dham pilgrimage. The Jyotirlinga is the supreme partless reality out of which Lord Shiva partly appears. The Jyotirlinga shrines are the places where Shiva appeared as fiery column of light. Now what is that fairy? That is looking like fire. There are 12 Jyotirlingas which are considered to be auspicious. Now look at this, children. I think you all know this very well because you had been learning this in your school also, right? Now let's see that. What is this? Dwadasha Jyotirlingani. Saurashtre Somnatham cha Shri Shaile Mallikarjunam Ujjainiyam Mahakalam Omkaram Amaleshwaram Paralyam Vaidyanatham cha Dhakinyam Bhima Shankaram Setu Bandetu Ramesham Nagesham Darukavane Varanasyam Tu Vishvesham Trayambakam Gautami Tate Himalaye Tu Kedaram Krishneshwaram Shivalaye. Now look at this image, children. All that 12 Jyotirlingas has been given to you here. Children, look at this image that which shows you the places which are included in Chota Char Dham. Now let's see which are these: Badrinath, Kedarnath, Yamunotri, Gangotri. These all places are in the state of Uttarakhand. Now whereas here Char Dham, that is Bada Char Dham. Okay, now which places are included in this? Badrinath, Puri, Jagannath Puri, Dwarka, Rameshwaram. These places are in the four directions of our country. The actual temple, now that is Kedarnath, we are talking about the Kedarnath temple. The actual temple is an impressive stone edifice of unknown date. Now what is the meaning of edifice? That is large impressive building. We can say it as Bhavya Bhavan. It is said that during the war between the cousins Kauravas and Pandavas. I'm sure you all know about Pandavas and Kauravas, right? Those who have seen Mahabharata, definitely they must be knowing about the Kauravas and Pandavas, right? Cousins Kauravas and Pandavas. Now what happened in that? The Kauravas were killed. In order to free themselves from the sin, Pandavas, what they did? Pandavas undertook a pilgrimage to Kashi. But Lord Vishweshwara, now Lord Vishweshwara means Lord Shiva, was away in Kailasa in the Himalayas. On learning this, the Pandavas, they left Kashi. They reached Kailasa via Haridwar. They saw Lord Shiva from a distance. But the Lord, that means Lord Shiva, hid himself from them. Then Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, the elder brother among the Pandavas, he is eldest one, Yudhishthir. What did he say? Oh Lord, you are hiding from us because we have sinned. But we will seek you out. Without taking your darshan, our sins will not be washed away. Then, what did he say? This place where you hid yourself will be known as Gupta Kashi, and Gupta Kashi became a famous pilgrimage shrine. From Gupta Kashi, that is Rudraprayag, the Pandavas went ahead and they reached Gauri Kund in the Himalayan valleys. They wandered here and there in search of Lord Shiva. While doing so, suddenly see what happened. They were searching Lord Shiva. Then what happened? Nakul and Sahadev, these are the youngest brothers of Pandavas, found a he buffalo which was very unique in appearance. Your children, in this image, Gupta Kashi and Gaurikund, the images of Gaurikund and Gupta Kashi has been shared with you. Then what happened? Then Bhima went after the buffalo but could not catch it. But Bhima managed to hit the buffalo with his mace. Then the buffalo hid its face in a crevice in the earth, that means deep under the rock. Bhima tried to pull it by its tail. You all can imagine how it would have been. In this tug of war, the face of the buffalo went straight to Nepal. And later, a temple known as Doleshwar Mahadev was built there. Now look at the image of the Doleshwar Mahadev. From the hind part of the buffalo, which remained in Kedar, a Jyotirlinga appeared, and from this light, Lord Shiva came out and gave darshan to the Pandavas. Now their sins were washed away. They were happy. The Lord then said, I will remain here in the form of a triangular shaped Jyotirlinga. By taking the darshan of Kedarnath, devotees will attain piety. Now, what is that piety? That is devotion to God. We can find many evidences of the Pandavas there. So, children, I hope you have understood the story how the Doleshwar Mahadev was formed, right? And even about the Kedarnath also you have seen today, and you have seen Char Dham, right? Chota Char Dham, which are the places which are included in Char Dham. Now here the image has been given to you of that Shivalinga, that is Jyotirlinga, that we have in Kedarnath. Now what our Shrima says on this: pilgrimage molds the mind and heart to be in communion with God. Now what is that communion? When you are in pilgrimage places, children, you can share your thoughts and feelings with God. That brings you closer to the God. Now let's read this. What Sri Adi Shankaracharya praised Lord Shiva.
महाद्रिपार्श्वे च तटे रमन्तं सम्पूज्यमानं सततं मुनीन्द्रैः सुरासुरैर्यक्षमहोरगाढ्यैः केदारमीशं शिवमेकमीडे.
So let's see the meaning of this. O Lord, who resides in the great heights of Himalayas, O Lord, thou who art worshipped forever by saints, hermits, demons, gods, yakshas, and Mahanag, that is giant snakes, I bow and offer millions of pranams. So children, here we have completed with the chapter Kedarnath. Hope you all have understood about that location of Kedarnath and the speciality of that Jyotirlinga, about 12 Jyotirlingas, even about Chardham. Go through the chapter, read the chapter thoroughly, try to understand it in a very better way. So see you in the next session, children, with a new chapter. Till then, take very good care of your health.